Disclaimer, this video is not me, like, bashing white people. Not at all.
Hey, yo,
Live on the mic.
good job first.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, BenetSaidSo, back after a whopping 6 months. Wow, I'm gross. But we're not here to talk about that, okay? Today we are here to talk about When They See Us. And while we're talking about this, amazing, in my opinion, one of the most amazing movies of 2019, we're going to be taking out my week-old twist out. So if you want to, hear me talk, of course, because that's why you clicked on this video, and watch me take out my twist out, then, keep watching. So basically, this is a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know, how many twists I actually have in my head as a whole. Sorry if I keep looking now. It's because my mirror's down there. I need some guidance, okay? Y'all, I don't work till 6:30, and it's literally, 4:05. But honestly, as many twists as I have in my head, I'm not even joking. This could literally take up to an hour. But I'm not going to be talking for an hour, of course. Unless y'all want me to. When They See Us, we're just going to talk about the synopsis really quick. So basically the synopsis of When They See Us is the Central Park 5, which, if you don't know, is basically these 5 boys that were involved in the rape of a white woman. Her name was Trisha. I don't know her last name, but I do know for sure her name was Trisha. They were involved in the raping of Trisha on April 19th of 1989. So basically, this movie is really going to be like a spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen the movie, so sorry about it. It just honestly broke my heart for many reasons. One, obviously, being a black woman, I'm surrounded by, not even just family members, but so many black men in general. And honestly, when I thought of the situation that happened, because mind you, okay, so the boys, they were ages 13, 14, 15, and 16. Yes, the younger ones, they did get punished. I'm not going to say equally punished, because since they were not of age, because they were all, in fact, still minors, their punishment wasn't as brutal as it was for Corey. Because he was the oldest of the bunch, mind you, he wasn't even freaking there. He literally, okay, I think my main irritation with this whole thing was the fact that he literally was only at the police station because he went to go be with his friend Yusuf, because I guess he was supposed to watch over him. And literally because he went with his friend, he got put into all this. I think that's what upsets me the most. And then going back to what I was saying about black men in America, I have 2 little brothers and an older brother. And my youngest brother is 16. So when I saw that whole thing with Corey and all that going on, I was like, oh, absolutely not. No. And it honestly broke my heart, seeing everything that he went through, not even just because he was so young, but it just really, it's like an eye opener, and it just really shows you how we get done for something that we can't change. Literally, because we are black, because you guys can say what you want about the movie, which I would actually love to for everyone to comment and let me see your different views and things like that, But this whole thing happened because they were black. Okay, you can say what you want, but it happened because they were black. And the freaking lady from Desperate Housewives, I don't remember what her name was in the movie, don't really care, but she's canceled for the rest of 2019. Not even just because that whole college thing that she did with her daughter, because that is, again, another video for another day. The entire time I was watching that movie, I legit wanted to choke her neck out. And then, not to mention when she was referring to the boys, and she could have called them boys, she could have called them men, she called them animals. She was just like, oh yeah, these animals, these animals that. The first time I heard it, thought I was tripping. I had to rewind a good 2 or 3 times before I was like, oh no, she's really out here calling these black boys animals. I was like, oh my goodness. And I wouldn't be surprised if she said behind closed doors, because I'm sure she did. Talking about, let's put these in jail. That doesn't surprise me at all. She was pretty much you obviously know about the coercion. I still can't understand. Honestly, I thank God my little brothers are smart. It was just so much with this movie. Oh my goodness. I would hope that my little brothers would not be gullible enough to, be coerced into admitting a crime that they didn't in fact do. Because that's exactly what they were doing to these boys. They were coercing them to be yeah, you know, we did this, or so-and-so did this, you know, I held her legs down, whatever, you know. But Kevin in the movie, I'm not even joking, I was literally like a minute into the movie and was already like in tears because of Kevin. He was crying so much and it reminded me of my little brother. I was like, nope. And then I do like how they did it though. They showed every movie like piece by piece. Me and my friend, he was at my house and we were like talking about he was actually the one that brought it up, and he was just like, you know, this movie it's really good, you know, it's really good for history, you know, and things like this. It's based on a true story. Yeah. And I looked at it, I said, sweetie, first of all, I said 4 episodes, which already like kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, what in the world, 4 episodes? I said, what kind of movie / series? I was like, what is this? And then I looked and I saw that it was like an hour each. I was like, no ma'am. But granted, I watched it anyway. And I'm so glad that I did, because it really just opened my eyes. And the scary thing about that whole movie, I think that freaks me out the most, is because that didn't happen that long ago, okay? That happened in 1989, okay? And they just, believe everyone was exonerated in 2002 is when they were like exonerated. But they didn't get their settlement until 2014 because, first of all, why did it take y'all 12 years to run them their money? Honestly, I personally feel like they should have got all their money when they were first released. I'm like, no, I'm not guilty. You wasted my time and I missed out on a huge chunk of my life. I did not get to finish high school. Don't know that I'll be able to go to college because I won't know what they're talking about because I didn't even get to finish the most simple part of life, being high school, and I missed out just on so much knowledge. I think that's another thing that like broke my heart, especially for Corey, bro, because first of all, he was in there for the longest out of all of them for it, bro, doing nothing. He went to jail because he went to go be with his friend. Like, what kind of foolishness? Ciao, bye. I'm very passionate about it, as you can see. It made me think of like my little brothers, not even just them, even my big brother. Well, my big brother was like a 5-year gap, but still, he's old enough to know, thank God. But it just shows how people like really get done. And you know what the thing was? You remember like in between 2012 up until now 2019, when it was like the series of, you know, like innocent black men being killed by officers and things like that. I'm not gonna lie, maybe I was like being a little bit naive thinking that was more so like a recent thing, but looking back, it just shows how long black men have, you know, been going through things like that, and it disgusts me. It really does. I've never been the type of person to walk around here like, oh, F the police, F this, F that, but no, that movie really had me out here like, F the police, you know. So I do like that they did the movie piece by piece. Sorry, my mind's like all over the place. I do apologize. Just the whole thing with court, so when they were being coerced, they were only showing like bits and pieces showing of like the boys admitting. So why y'all don't have the tapes that showed where you were telling them what to say? Yeah, y'all left that part out. And I was disgusted. And like I said, freaking Lynette, like I said, don't remember what her name was called in the movie. Don't care because she's a freaking excuse my language, but that's what she is. And she gets no respect from me for the rest of the year. And she's in jail in real life too, to my knowledge. Honestly, I feel like I always take it to heart with like characters. My friends like, it's just a movie. Yeah, it's a movie, my nigga, but that happened in real life. She, like I said, kept calling them animals. And then whenever the real rapist literally came out and was confessing, or had already confessed, saying, I did this, I was by myself. And she still, I don't understand why it was such an issue for her to be like, yes, I'm wrong. There's only one. But she was so hard and adamant on putting these animals or keeping these animals in jail that whenever the actual freaking rapist / murderer, because remember they said before they were talking about the jogger case, they were saying that he literally killed, I don't remember if it was his girlfriend or somebody. He killed some pregnant lady and poked her eyes out. So if he was able to do that, why would you put the whole jogger case past him? First of child by what? He was still so strong on, well, they simply just had a 6th rapist. They had a 6th rapist. He got away. The way I wanted to hop through that TV and choke her, bro. So, and they left out a lot of things, even like with the ending. Look at how disrespectful my shrinkage is, bro. I mean, when I tell you locks, wait, y'all can't see that. Hold on. You really can't see that either. But locks, bro, sometimes being natural is disrespectful. At the end, what they should have done, her and the freaking lady, I don't know if she's black, white, I don't know what she is, to be honest. But I feel like her the lawyer that lied on court. And then another thing that is messed up was because y'all know good and well this boy skipped school on a daily. So because he skipped school, he lacked, the typical reading and writing skills. So she wrote down a whole thing. And honestly, I would have been upfront from the jump. When she put that paper in front of me, I'm like, look, sweetie, I don't know how to read. Don't know how to write either. So I need you to call in somebody, like my mom, preferably, because she's not going to lie to me. She's going to tell me exactly, like, what's good with that paper. And be like, look, what does that say? And if I would have saw that it said, for all he know, it probably had in big letters, I am a rapist. Yes, I did this. Which it probably did. I would have just been like, look, sweetie, I can't read. And I need somebody trustworthy to read that to me. Just to make sure you're not trying to, like, play me. Which she did. So for her, I also wanted to stomp her face in. Her and Lynette. I feel like they should have got punishment, but I'm sure that because they are of Caucasian descent, that nothing happened with it. Disclaimer. This video is not me, like, bashing white people. Not at all. This ain't got nothing to do with them. Literally. This isn't to bash them. This is just strictly my feelings, okay? And like I said, this movie's really not up for debate because, we all saw what we saw. We clearly saw what was happening. But I still want to get other people's perspective and see. And don't tell me why you think, because we all know why it happened. Because like I said, it happened because the boys are what? Black. Because if they were white, if they were Indian, and maybe even Hispanic, Raymond was Hispanic, but he was clearly Afro-Latino. You can literally look at him and see he's Afro-Latino. So I feel like they probably just consider him black too. Whatever. We don't know. Just say if it was 5 white boys. Would this even be a movie? It wouldn't. The way these niggas would the way these people would bat their eyes and just like let it go. There's literally, if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember if this happened this year or last year, but I did see something about it this year where it was some 20-something college boy admitted, okay? He was guilty of raping. I'm not like in the middle. He was literally guilty of raping this girl and got a 6-month sentence, which he only served 3 months, okay, of a 6-month jail sentence, okay? You listening? And I think he's on probation. Maybe not. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if he wasn't, but I'm sure he is. I don't know. And then you have 5 little black boys. Well, 4 black boys, 1 Hispanic. But let me say 5 colored boys, okay? You have no proof. Not to mention, what reasoning did the officer have for smacking Kevin with the helmet? Because I need to know. Why? Why did you do that? I'm not even joking. Kevin legit looks like my little brother. My youngest brother. He's 16. I said, why did you do that? I don't understand. So I'm confused. And I just, that whole movie was honestly just like an emotional roller coaster. I said I wasn't going to get emotional with this video, which I probably won't. I think I'm done crying. Because I actually watched it twice. Well, not twice. I watched the last one twice. Because the first whole 4 episodes I watched by myself. And then the last episode I watched one more time because my mom wanted to see it. And I showed it to her. But I'm not going to lie. That last scene where they were like all coming together, I was in freaking tears. I don't know why. I literally cry about everything. I was in tears for that. And then when they were showing like, the kid characters and they were showing like the actual real life people, I cried again. I was so freaking emotional. And the freaking song, Frank Ocean, bro, I was in tears. I was like, what is my freaking problem? But like I said, I get it. You don't really realize what a lot of black men go through in America until you see things like that. So I'm glad this came to light. And the thing is, like, my best friend brought up an amazing point the other day, okay? This happened in 1989, right? We're in 2019. So imagine, like, when I get into my 30s or 40s and they make a movie about Trayvon Martin. Nigga, what? I was there. I wasn't there, but I lived through that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel like it's just weird for, like, people that, imagine, like, the people in the Bronx that were, like, living through that whole Central Park 5 thing, and living through that. And then Donald Trump. Honestly, that movie gave me more reasons to not like Donald Trump. And he could real life lick my entire crack. I don't like Donald Trump. I didn't like him before, but now I actually have another reason to, aside from him being a bigot, obviously. But imagine, like, watch, in 20 30, 35, I don't know, when they make a movie about Trayvon Martin, I'm gonna be like, dang, like, you know, I lived through that. Trayvon Martin, Philando Castile, Christian Taylor in my own hometown of Arlington, Texas, up the street was murdered. Police brutality. Are they gonna do a movie about that? You know? That's just crazy how, like, all that happened. It's just like, you don't really understand what a black man. I'm not a black man in America, but I am a black woman. I'm still, like, you know, looked down upon certain situations. I literally saw a tweet on Twitter the other day. This girl was like, I guess she applied to a job with her African name. Because y'all do know I am African. A lot of y'all don't know, but yes, I am African. And she applied, I guess, at the job twice. One with her American name and then the other one with her African name. And she said they denied her African application, but accepted the American one. When I tell you I was crying, bro. But anyway, that was besides the point. Like I said, it just goes to show there are certain things that certain people can't speak on. Cause you can't put yourself in another person's shoes. I'm sure a lot of black men are watching movies like that. And like teenagers looking at things like that and just like, dang, that could be me. And it absolutely very well could be, you know? And it just blows my mind and it breaks my heart that from 1989, 30 years later to 2019, nothing has changed. Nothing. And that is not my personal opinion. My nigga, that's a fact. Nothing has changed. Nothing. And, bro, and if I'm being honest, I don't think it ever will be. I don't think it ever will change. Sorry. And it's just like, I thank God. Me personally, I've never experienced direct racism. I mean, I don't understand why people feel so comfortable saying foolish things with me. I don't know why. I don't know what gives them that comfortability. Is that a word? I think it is, child. I don't know. I have had quite a few. I literally had, okay, not gonna say any names. I was literally at one of my jobs in 2019, okay? And then there's this one dude that I was working with. He was so unbelievably annoying and would just make stupid comments. And I have a sense of humor, but it's like, after a while, I'm just like, okay, relax, you know? Like, you're annoying. And so I was like reading in an order because y'all know I am a waitress. And then he like came and he like bucked at me. And I didn't flinch because at that point I was already annoyed. He's annoying. And I was just like, I looked at him and I was like, you notice how I didn't flinch? And he was like, oh yeah, that must be a hood skill. Nigga, what? I'm sorry? How dare you even open up your mouth and have the caucasity to say something like that to me? He wasn't white, but still. Well, actually, I think he is. Well, I don't know what he is. I really don't know. Talking about that must be a hood skill. First of all, sweetie. Why? Because I'm black? Nigga, I've never stepped foot in the hood a day in my life. So how dare you? That's a hood skill. You dumb. What's wrong with you? Anyway. It's just little things like that. But like direct, like discriminatory things. I'm not going to sit up here in front like I have been. Well, I'm sure I have been. Just didn't know. Have been discriminated against. But like I said, it's just being black is hard, you know? And like I said, if you don't have like a hands-on experience, i.e., you know, being from a different, this is low-key cute, should I leave it in this little, no, I'm not gonna do that. This twist out was incredibly juicy though, you know? Let me see how it's looking from the back, you know? I won't see that until I, you know, go back and edit the video. But y'all comment below and tell me how that looks. I'm confident that it looks pretty good, you know? I'm probably going to go back and edit it and be like, wow, but the back of your head was looking nasty. But that's besides the point. And I think the whole point of this video is like, being black is hard. But honestly, let's just say hypothetically, if I could go back and change my color, my race, whatever, I wouldn't. Off top. I would stay just like this. Because I love me some me, okay? That movie was just a lot to take in, bro. I've literally been talking for 21 minutes and I'm still not even done. We getting there, though. I feel like the quality looks good. I'm looking in the viewfinder and I feel like I look good. And I'm going to edit it and be like, oh my gosh, this lighting was so bad. Oh yeah, you guys, I got a ring light. I don't know if y'all saw that. You already knew about the backdrop because I had it in my last video 6 months ago. But I got a ring light. That's why, you know, the lighting is so scrumptious, you know. Not to mention I'm using daylight as well, even though it's pretty cloudy outside. But anyway, this is gonna be my new segment whenever I'm just like talking. I thought I already have the name, but why not put it to use? Because it's literally on all my social medias. So now my segments are going to be called BenetSaidSo. Why? Because nigga, I said so. If you have not seen When They See Us, you definitely should. They put it on Netflix. Okay, and if you don't have a Netflix account, so sorry about it. But I'm sure you have. There's always ways to watch things on Netflix, you know. So you should definitely go out and watch that movie because I promise you, well worth it. Ow, what the heck? I'm trying not to be like so heavy with it because, you know, I want them to remain like defined and whatnot, you know. Boy, my edges look crispy than a-ho. Jesus. Gosh. Okay. I actually really kind of like this. But anyway, first of all, whenever I do my wash and goes, I always wear like a bun on top of my head anyway. I never just like wear it out. But with this twist out, I might. If I can get my edges to come to an agreement with the rest of my head, you know. But, ow. Should definitely watch that. And then one of my friends, whenever I was at work, we were talking about the movie. He made a very good point in saying, like, first of all, that Ma was trash, and that Ma should have been on Netflix, and that When They See It should be in theaters. And I said, okay, well, hypothetically speaking, why don't you think it was in theaters? He was like, because it's too black. And obviously, 4 hours long, 4.5 really, because each episode was like an hour and some change. And you got to think about it like this. That story, that was too good of a story to tell to dim it down to like 1 or 2 hours, you know. And I get it, because I'm not gonna lie. You think I'm going to the movie theater to go see a 4-hour movie? Oh, the devil is a lie. And that's one of those movies that you can watch like one time and be good. Granted, I watched it twice because my mom. That's like Bird Box, you know? Bird Box is one of those movies that you can only watch once, maybe twice if you want to see someone else's reaction, which I also did. But no, When They See Us, that's a one-time movie. I cried too much to be watching that too many times. Literally, whenever I watched that last episode with my mom, Corey's episode, I was literally crying just as hard as I did the first time. I was like, dang, man. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. In the movie, I couldn't really tell. Like, I'm not being funny. I knew his brother, they said, was transgender or gay, whatever. But I was looking at him, and I'm not even joking. I couldn't tell if it was a girl trying to be a boy or if it was a boy trying to be a girl. I really couldn't tell. Like, I was genuinely confused. And they walked by, and then those two guys, whenever Corey was talking to his brother, and those two guys walked by and were like, faggot. I was like, ain't that a girl? But then I realized it was a boy transitioning to be a girl. I had no idea. I was lost in the sauce until I looked it up, and I realized he's actually transgender in real life. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. You know, 25 minutes in. I'm gonna speed up the last few minutes of me doing my twist out, and then I'll show y'all how I style it in the end. Okay, good.
Good job, first.
So this is the finished product, okay? You know, I obviously still have a little bit of tweaking to do, as you can see. Edges are shiny, just laid them. Yes, guys, don't ask me how I got this look, because you just saw how I got it. Yeah, I'm gonna like probably blow dry my roots a little bit, because everyone knows I really love like my hair to be like really, really big, you know? And yeah, I'm gonna go actually lay them, because like I said, I already put like edge control, whatever. Now I actually have to go lay them, so you know they can be marinated for the night, you know what I'm saying? So, yes, if you guys like this video, go ahead and give me a great big thumbs up, you know, or whatever. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Your girl is back for real this time. Okay, I'm being dead serious. Like, bro, y'all got it. From here on out, bro, y'all got it. Like, it's a done deal. So yes, until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.